Welcome one, welcome all, welcome to another exciting episode of The King is Dead. I am Bridger, and we are jumping back into Old World today. It occurs to me, as I've been playing through this here, that the interface is very cleverly designed, insofar as these orders really determine how much you can do a turn, and that makes the game feel like it has a lot of very interesting decisions. Do I want to focus on improving my empire this turn? Well, I want to make sure all my workers are doing something. If I want to make sure I'm going to win a particular battle, well, then I need to make sure I spend all my orders that I possibly can on the military units in that vicinity. Do I want to first get my scouts moving to where I can see more of potential enemies coming towards me? Do I want to, all kinds of different things. So I want to choose governors and assign them. That costs orders too. Promoting military units costs orders. So all of these things makes it very important to choose in what order you do something. If you just click the next unit thing, it'll cycle through all your units, but you don't necessarily have exact control over where it starts. And sometimes you want that, which is why these buttons down here allow you to cycle specific ones. If I'm in a peacetime mode and I'm not really worried about moving my military units, then I can press the 2 key on my keyboard. And WASD is naturally where, you can use the keys to move around the camera. So you just reach up and hit the 2 key and it'll cycle through all your idle workers and settlers, and then idle military units. And it lists them here too, which is very useful. And then this will cycle through your idle scouts. So, and that's 4. And then 5 cycles through your idle cities. Idle cities, it won't let you actually do anything until you select something to build, because that doesn't cost orders. But to me, that is a really clever thing that I'm starting to use more and more as I play it. Each turn, the turn starts, and I know I want to make sure all my workers are doing something. Or I know I want to make sure I move all my military units before I do anything else, because sometimes I'll run out of them if I'm in the middle of a war. So to me, that is very smart. Very, very smart. And the more I play, the more I notice, it's only 200 turns, which should make it feel considerably shorter than the Civilization games, which are 500 turns if you play them at the normal speed. And I'm often playing those at I think I'm often playing them at the normal speed, sometimes slower speed. Certainly I never play them faster than 500. When I play Humankind, I play it at the 450 turns instead of the 300 turns, because 300 turns feels like you're going through history way too fast. So 200 turns should feel like this game is significantly faster than Civilization. And I know we're not moving through time, so that's not what I mean. It doesn't feel like you're progressing faster, but it feels like you're hitting the midpoint of the game around 100 turns in, so that the pacing on that feels right about how long you should be able to be at war and how much territory you can take on the map in that amount of time. But more so, I mean to say that I'm engaged for more time per turn in this game, generally speaking, compared to Civilization, I think. So I'm not 100% sure. I think it might be all the character stuff that you focus on, etc., etc. So I think this guy's still working on roads. I was thinking about this game, and I think I want to build a robust road system as soon as possible. The biggest liability of my current empire is that we've got these 3 cities on this side of the Alps, and we've got these 4 cities on this side, soon to hopefully be 5 and 6 if I can get navigation, which I do have targeted here. That's also a very clever system. I'm just thoroughly impressed at how many good ideas were put into this, and I think it's just that they really pay attention to their community when their community's recommending certain things, ever since it was in early access. So I chose to target this tech, which means when it comes up randomly in the options, I'll see that it's targeted, and I'll remember, oh, I clicked that for a reason. And I can either decide, no, I don't want that now, it's not as important as the other thing, or I can choose to take it. Okay, all that having been said, I've got 10 orders and not a lot to do with them. I've got a warrior here. Let's remember the situation that we're in. We are at war with Carthage, not really by choice, and we're at war with the Numidians. But we're at peace with everybody else. And do we have... No, we're at peace with the Persians, which is a stronger formation than truce. Because at peace, you can pass through each other's territory, and if you connect up to their trade network, which is this here, you can see. Green is trade network that's actually connected to your capital, and then yellow is unconnected trade network. And theirs just kind of shows up as yellow is their city locations, I think. I don't know if it shows up their road networks that way. But ideally, I want to build a road here to connect up my final city to the trade network. You can see the trade network extends along rivers, which is very clever, which means I actually have a trade network connected into at least one Greek city, and I'm at peace with the Greeks. So now it occurs to me that I should probably have some bonus for that. Although that was just this turn. This guy just finished doing it, so it might show up next turn. When the turn processes, if that's the moment that you are connected, that's when you start getting the income. That's my guess. Now, I'm going to go try and map out the Assyrian lands a little more, since we have some spare orders here. But first, I should probably... One of the things I also kind of appreciate about this game is that your military units can heal with an order at the end of their move. So I can move this guy all the way to the tip of my territory over here and still heal him. I don't have to have him sitting in place doing nothing to heal over time. Now, it costs you an order. If they sit in place and do nothing and they're idle in your territory, they will heal over time. But it's much more efficient if you are time constrained, which with 200 turns you kind of are. Do it that way. So I think we've got the elephant. We've got this guy here. He's a Claudian unit, so I think I'll leave him. I was going to have him stay and defend this city along with this elephant unit, which are all-purpose units that are especially good at pushing units off of defendable tiles. Because I just recently found out the urban areas give 25% defense to infantry that are in them. And then if there's a garrison, then that gives another 20% on top of that. So what I should be doing is finding... Where is the garrison in here? Is there a garrison? I don't think there is. Oh, it's recommending that. There's not garrison there. There is a garrison over here. So if I put a military unit here, an infantry unit specifically, it will have very high defense. It'll have an extra 45% defense. And if you give that unit a promotion, like, I don't know if it's available here. There's one that I think is like guard or something that helps you defend. No, not guard. Something that, well, guard would help, but there's one that helps you get even more defense in urban areas. So you can make units very strong when defending urban tiles. All right, we're going to end the year. We're going to get a little payout in cash for the orders we didn't use. But generally speaking, that means I don't have enough workers. Hello, Lazuli. Yes, that's a good point. I do know if the unit defending the city is the same family as the city itself, it will get a bonus, assuming it has one of the city will get a discontent bonus, in that it gets lower discontent, assuming it has one of the city defensive bonuses. That's walls, moats, and something else I can't remember off the top of my head, that are unlocked over time. Oh no, we lost our husband, King Consort Pyrrhus. He was only 48. Oh no. That's one thing I haven't really paid attention to. This. What's our situation with the religion? We could adopt Zoroastrianism, but we require a city with the religion. We don't have that. Do we want to go for divine rule, which I think is up here? No, is that monasticism? Doctrine, right? No. Where the hell's Divine Rule? It's one of these circle ones. There it is, Divine Rule. We can adopt a pagan state religion. I still haven't quite figured out how valuable that is compared to something else. There's another law that lets you put every shrine in every city, which, because with Divine Rule, shrines give -1 discontent, seems like that could be very powerful into letting you basically no longer have to spend a lot of time and effort managing your discontent. You probably have to spend some, but way less. You're right, I think it's probably towers that does that. Let's see. The walls are located early on. Not stone cutting, not quite that early. Here. And then it upgrades to moat, and that leads to towers. Yep. So for each level, by the way, I think it's an additional bonus to discontent. So if you have moat and walls and at least one family member defending, it's a -2 discontent. Okay, what do we have for decisions? We have to lay to rest. Every time somebody dies of importance, your leader gets bonus XP. I do like that. You find it hard to offset the loss of culture and science from religious tenets in monasteries. I actually haven't played around with building the temples and monasteries at all. I didn't realize they had a penalty to them. Okay, now who is Duke Fastest? I'm trying to remember this game versus my other one. So this is our second in line for the throne, the nephew, who's currently a philosophy student, which means I probably wanted him to be a governor. So he could become an engineer, which makes him a general. Which is odd. If he becomes an engineer, he automatically gets better at killing siege units and ship units. I guess that kind of makes sense. Maybe he's building his own. Or carpenter, which makes him better as a governor building new siege and ship units. Or I can just give him general plus wisdom. That usually is my go-to. Because I do like just having... I mean, it's not a lot, right? But as a governor, wisdom does boost the research output of a city. They request that we control 4 woodcutter specialists or send 6 luxuries to families. Yeah, that sounds like something that they would do in historical times. The leading priests say, "You should have more lumber people. The gods have said so." Meanwhile, I guess in reality, that's some kind of lumber person paying them off to say that so that the state, directs more money towards them. Or promise them a kickback, right? Either way, this is a way to get us another ambition. 4 woodcutter specialists, or 6 luxuries to families. Honestly, I think sending luxuries to families, that many of them, is largely a waste unless they are the specific family's happy juice, right? The Fabians like their dyes and their wine, the Claudians like their honey and their olives, and the Valerians like their incense and their gems. Sending one of those to the families, I think, is a good investment because it's a huge boost to your opinion. Sending just others for a plus 20 is probably not. Lazuli says, with it being Rome, it's probably the fact that the priests were all patricians. More woodcutters means more villa plantations. A little stretch, but it's interpretation. Sure enough. Now, the obvious, easy one here is probably 4 woodcutter specialists. Let's see. Yes, we do have, in fact, 5 lumber mills right here in Capo itself. And to be fair, it seems like the game may have chosen this choice because we have a lot of lumber mills here. And it specifically specifies Capua. Now, do we have any lumberjacks? We don't have any at all. So that should still be a fairly easy ambition. We only have 1 citizen there, though. So I think what we're going to want to do is check and see if there's a way we can improve our growth here. We did already build the nets, and we're already building a fisher specialist. It's an extra 2 growth. Discontent level 2. So we'll have to fix that if we can. And we are fixing that. We have a festival coming up. It's not quite enough, but it'll prevent it from getting to level 3 at least. So the very next thing we definitely want is one of these guys. And it's going to take a while for us to grow additional citizens. 8 years in this case. So that is actually going to be a hard one to complete just because of how long it's going to take us to build new citizens here. So can we find a governor? Now the current governor is giving +1 growth because he's pleased with us. I don't know that any other governor is going to do better than that. In fact, some governors would do much worse because they're cruel, specifically. So I think we've got it best we can. We'll look for other ways to increase growth. I don't think it's going to be... No, it's not going to be from gardeners in these incense fields. So, yeah, we're just going to be at the whim of how fast it takes for settlers or for citizens to grow there. And I don't have 6 luxuries. I have 3. And I don't know that I'm going to get a lot more because many of them would come from this city, but... So I could get 3 more, actually, that way. I could send them to the families and then take them back, but honestly, I'm just going to try the woodcutter specialists. Oh. Let's see. We've got a good lad here. I am actually going to try to use this to connect up. Oh, you know what? I was going to say I could connect up my road network, but traveling across this water is actually more effective and faster than roads. So going from here to here is much faster than taking roads all the way around. Water travel is much faster. So with that in mind, the game is recommending to me some extra stone, and I'm actually not against that. One of the reasons I founded this city was to build some quarries here, and so I'm going to do that. 9 is not a terrible number. Yeah, wood and stone are the things that run your economy, right? Wood generally builds your... let's see, we can see it right here. I think this costs wood to build. It's not even showing it. Oh, well. I'm pretty sure most of your rural improvements cost wood. Most of your urban improvements cost stone, and your naval units all cost wood, and they cost wood to upkeep, along with your ranged units once you start getting archers. And your urban buildings all cost stone to upkeep. And metal is almost exclusively used for your military units. All right, we've got other workers with things to do. So what do we want to build in this city? We increase growth. We go over here and increase growth some more, which is generally not a bad idea. We do have an excess of food at the moment, but if we were to build more units, basically every unit consumes food. And as your cities grow and develop more culture, they, which... In this city, the only way to get more culture is to build a festival at the moment. And or a fisher that will give us pearls. Let's do that first. Then maybe a festival afterwards. Which will give us... Festivals give you growth. That's how you do it. So Festival 2 here is going to give us 40 growth. Now that's not enough to get a citizen all on its own, but... Oh, we had an apprentice acolyte on this list. Let's turn that off, and we can turn that also into a woodcut. Oh, that's why. I clicked the wrong one. It's a, what is this? A shrine of something here. Shrine of Vulcan. And that gives a bonus to the woodcutters around it. 20% for adjacent... Oh, did I build the wrong one? No, +1 per year from adjacent lumber mills. It's there. It's weird that it's under potential bonuses instead of under... Oh, okay, so it gives a bonus to the production of mines adjacent to it. It gets +1 per year per adjacent lumber mill. So That's why it's got the +5 here. Either way, I wanted to do that. But then after that, we should queue up another festival for more growth and see how that goes. Now, I don't want to get rid of these military units because I'm a little worried about the buildup of Assyrian military units on my border. So I want this to have more protection before we dedicate our work towards the city here. Now, there's also the possibility I could build some woodcutters over here and have this city's growth also help. In fact, I'm almost certain I'm going to do that. I'm going to try to get 2 woodcutters over here and 2 woodcutters over here to satisfy that ambition, so I don't have to worry too much about growth. Okay, all that having been said, we get a lot of our families converted to Roman paganism, which to me suggests that I should probably convert. Oh, I am Roman pagan. Okay. I wouldn't mind trying out Roman paganism as a state religion this game run, and we're already going for phalanx just to get, I think, spearmen, just to improve our military aspect a little bit. We've also got steel queued up, because if I recall, we are planning to go to war with either Assyria or Greece. Greece stole this city, but it's not showing up here for some reason. Let's go explore that right now. I think they stole it. Yes, they had a military unit there last time. That's why I didn't see the city itself. Now, one thing I do find odd in this game is they apply a very liberal undo button. In most games, you would think, okay, well, we'll let you undo anything that doesn't, change the game state, right? Moving a worker and or telling a worker to build a building, or moving a worker from here to there, you can undo those moves because you didn't learn any new information. And often this means, like, if you have a unit in combat and you choose to attack something, it rolls the die. That's a random number that you didn't know what it was going to be. And then if the outcome isn't something you like, well, you can't come back. But in this game, combat is not random. It's deterministic. So there's no reason to worry about undos in combat. You can certainly undo everything you want in combat. It's all deterministic. But also, I can undo the knowledge that I learned from moving over there, which I think is a little odd. Like, it's entirely possible to say, I'm going to, spend my orders to go and look what's going on here. And then also I'm going to find out what's going on over here. And now I know more than I did a minute ago. I don't know. I'm going to try not to cheese that system. So I did move over here. I'm not going to undo it. I just find it odd that that is a thing. Now, I think that Assyria actually seems to like me more than Greece does. And Greece did kind of ruin my idea of, like, trying to build a little empire here along this stretch of wall to prevent anybody from coming through and guard ourselves. But that is still neither here nor there. I have to choose what family I'm going to put over here. Now, this has a good deal of resources. We got fish, game, cattle, honey, and eventually pearls. It'll take a while to get over there, but we can definitely do it. Cattle will probably be settled immediately upon trying to settle this city. So, or it might settle there. Either way, we can get one or the other. And then once we build a rancher there, it'll capture honey. And once we build honey there, it'll go to here. And then I could maybe by that point be able to buy the extra tiles I need over there. Which suggests to me I want the landowners faction, because the landowners are allowed to buy tiles only in their family's seat. Oh, that's too bad. But they do get bonuses for rural specialists. And the question is, what would I use this city for? Would I build a ton of lumber mills? I think the answer is probably no. But I could build quite a few. Well, obviously we've got the rural things here, and I was thinking we could build a few quarries around this mountain. 3 of those would be very valuable. Marsh seems to have no intrinsic value. You lose an HP per year if you're standing in there, I guess, but it is a source of fresh water for what That's weird. I don't know how fresh that is. So, long and short of it, we'll develop into a bastion in 25 years. I do like how the barbarians slowly get stronger and stronger. I don't know too much about what a bastion does, except that it provides stronger defenses, compared to whatever it is now. It's an encampment, which is plus 40%, right? And a bastion is plus 50%. Does it produce more barbarians faster? I don't know. But since I have a truce or a peace with these guys that I got through an event, I'm definitely going to go and put a city over there because they are holding it for me. And if I wait too much longer, then the Assyrians will swoop in and grab it. That all having been said, we're going to figure out where do we want the settler to come in. I think starting that city sooner rather than later is probably a good idea. We'll let the festival finish. I do have an available luxury. And I don't know. It's a literature luxury, so it's not going to be something that helps the families specifically. So I think I'm going to put it in a city. Right now, Roma needs it the most. They are the closest to hitting level 3, so that is definitely something we want to do. When you actually put it in there... Oh, that was the per year growth, I think, not the... Anyway, Roman need the literature. So now we've got this nice road connected here. Urban districts have roads built into them. That was actually a patch that they had to do, which I was kind of surprised that they didn't have that already. But this guy can come back up here and do something with this city. We have built most of the things we want to build. Do we maybe want to build a farm or two? I mean, food is not really a problem at the moment. Actually, these guys... Okay, they are bonus civics per year. And bonus culture per specialist. But what do we not have? We have a garrison here. What other kinds of urban buildings can we build? A hamlet is probably one. Yeah, we could build a hamlet. 20 money per year. I'll take it. And then we have another city here. Another worker here. Which I think I'm going to use to come help grab these... Yeah, we do have the ability to build camp. So yeah, let's have that worker make his way down here. He can't do it right now, but he'll make it next turn. Because we're out of orders. Next turn, I want to try to search for a spouse, which gives us bonus resources and gives us another potential governor or... Barbarian raiders coming from down here. There could be another city site we can use down there. Uh-oh. Our heir died. Why? Who's killing everybody off? We know we got rid of the guy that was assassinating all the heirs last time. He died of old age before ever becoming king. Lots of people are dying. So we still have 4 heirs, so we're not going to lose the game. But that means Fastus has become heir, and his stats aren't that great, but he's still learning. He's a philosophy student. And then we've got a tactician here. 3rd in line, 4th in line. We've got a nice courtier. Nice to have courtiers. Has this been assigned to anything? It could be a general. Might give this guy command of an army somewhere. Or, can he tutor a child? Oh, he's doing a governorship. Can anybody tutor them? No. Maybe I have this guy stop being a governor in order to tutor Prince Fastus before he grows up. What is he the governor of now? Governor of Pons Alias. That's the one out here. Let's see if we can find a different governor that is as good or better. An intolerant delver. Mines and quarries, 20% output. That's actually not bad. The intolerant part, well, take it or leave it. But the delver, that's pretty good because we've got a mine here already. We're building a quarry. I don't know how it is. Oh, it says we have a mine already. Where will we get... We have cattle. Oh, we have a mine on the salt, don't we? Yeah, salt mine. Okay. That's where he will give us the extra culture and money. I think he's the one we're going to want here. And that will leave us free to tutor the kid. Specifically, we want Prince Fastus. He's going to be our next heir. So tutoring is a thing that you can do, and it takes... How long does it take? 3 years. You can only do it when they're between 10 and 18. So you can basically tutor them twice, maybe 3 times, because I think you can start tutoring them before they're 18. So that gives them some increase to their stats. So doing that, especially for your heir, is a very good idea, so that you have just better stats when you... Look at this. She's got 11 charisma. I think is that part... Yeah, because she's in mourning, so she's got a bunch of bonus charisma, which is huge. I'm getting 112 extra civics. And the war elephant that she's in charge of is 78% fenced, right? It's insane. I'm going to take that war elephant and use it somewhere. Probably against the barbarians over here once I get... Right now it's being used as a good defensive bulwark. Do I want her in charge of a city governing? Because that 11 charisma would be really good in charge of a city, I think. But either way. Right now she's kind of wasted on the war elephant. Let's see. What would it be if I made her governor here? We'd get extra civics, more growth. Oh, and the unrest reduction. What does that come from? Orator. Yeah, she's wasted on that. Let's do that. She doesn't need to lead the war elephant. It cost me a little bit on civics, but I'm doing pretty good on civics. I don't know if you noticed. The other thing she did is growth, which means that I'll have extra ability to build more miners and stone cutters, which I really do need. Plus 10 per year of extra stone is a very good value. This is primarily where I'm getting most of my stone right now, because we had 2 sources of marble, which is fantastic. And I already have one of them converted into a stone cutter. Actually, was it 3? 3 sources of marble. 2 of them were on arid, which is very good for marble. And this one's next to a... Yeah, let's definitely load that on there. It's way behind everything else. And I'm always frustrated how long it takes. Anything that increases my civics is something I want, because I just hate how long it takes for specialists and everything else to get built. Yeah, untimely death is right. Oops, come back. What was that? So Persia, a trader from Persia was caught stealing from a local market. He only stole 1 fruit, but Plautia, the Pathfinder, ordered the man to be immediately put to death. Wow. She's pretty cruel, huh? Or greedy? Is dismayed by the swift execution. So the Queen of Persia, I can make her happier. If I was a diplomat, I could just send recompense. She could become disappointed with us. Yeah, so we do want to keep a good relationship with Persia. At least as we can. Duke Titus is growing up fast and eager to learn. So we have 1 student already in philosophy. What do we want our nephew or relative, 4th-in-line cousin? What could we use more of? Well, he is young, so I think we could use a general in the future. Here's a pretty obvious option. Build a grove here for bonus culture. What I would like to do now is use this to grab the silver there. That will be very helpful. And we've got a free worker. This one was going to come down and try to get the elephant camp. Oh, there we go. And it's even working in the correct city, so it will build it in 3 years rather than 4. That's nice. This one, oh, it's connecting up that city, which is already connected to our trade network, but it's nice to have roads for military movement as well. And that leaves us with a few orders for this guy. I also think I should look into a family marriage with someone. Honestly, I would rather have the Greeks in an alliance than the Assyrians. The Assyrians are very warlike, and the Greeks are ahead on the thing. So if Well, let's look at this. Power is similar. Knowledge is competent. I can't remember. Knowledge competent might mean... That's middle, so they're about the same as us in terms of knowledge. This is a very important marriage. I really want to get Persia to be in an alliance, but I think... Oh, it's the alliance you need to be a diplomat in order to do, isn't it? So maybe here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to try for peace with Assyria, and if I can get peace with Assyria, then I will marry into their family, because they already like me more. If I can't get peace with Assyria, I will try to marry into the Greek family. They don't know that this is the stand that I'm taking. I'm choosing between them, but we're still going to try it. And we're even going to give them a gift of tribute, because I want the Assyrians' war empire on my side if I go to war with the Greeks. The Greeks being on my side in a war against the Assyrians is not as good. The Assyrians do get a bunch of bonuses for war stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and give them tribute to increase the chances that this peace succeeds. Meanwhile, I do want to keep exploring. Deep into the heart of the Greek territory. So we can learn more about what's going on over here. And that explorer would actually be very useful down here once I actually get the navigation technology I need. So, monasticism is allowing us to get polytheism. Right? That's one of our ambitions. Oh no, the Queen of Carthage has died. They only have one... Oh my! Barbarian Raiders made it to the thing. This is a skirmisher, so it's a ranged dude. I kind of want that worker to just keep doing his thing. Meanwhile, we're going to have to send our warrior over to deal with this. And we're going to have to force march him to make it work. I think I will also send my slinger, but I'm not going to force march him because this guy's in a forest, which my slinger's not going to do a lot of damage to anyway. So Carthage, leader died. Merchants arrived from Syria and offered a trade. They believe our nations would grow and prosper from improved trade relations. Well, I do think that's a good idea. I do not want to trade orders away. Nor do I want to trade science away. I actually do have extra iron. Apparently they want iron. When you do get a trade offer, I wonder if that has to do with what the other side needs. Like, they don't have a lot of... They have a lot of irons. They're willing to trade iron away, and it gives you some random options for that, but... Small settlement of independent folk living on the periphery of our realm. They are not affiliated with any major neighbor tribe. It would be easy enough to get them to join my expanding kingdom. Ooh, 2 citizens in Rome, a court soldier, or a court merchant. Now, the court soldier, the difference between court soldier and court merchant is, I think, just like what their type tells you what they're going to be good at. Right? If you get a court soldier, they're going to have a lot of courage. If you get a court minister, they're going to have a lot of discipline. Or no, a lot of, what's the civics one? Charisma. Court soldier also is likely to be, as far as I'm concerned, that's just showing you the same thing. Court soldier is also probably likely to be a archetype that's going to be better as a general, whereas a court merchant is likely to be one that's a good governor. Well, we're about to open up more governor slots. Let's go with court merchant. So yeah, oh, interesting. She's a merchant with 1 discipline, which is not a lot. A lot of charisma though, and an orator, which makes her very good as a governor. So that is kind of what we wanted. All right. We're building more. Choppity chop, clear the land, and then also build a quarry. So this is suggesting a hamlet here, because the hamlet will grab us access to that. We could also build on the sorghum and then put a dude there. But a hamlet here is not a terrible idea. So getting access to this iron mine, probably worth the hamlet being right there. Okay, we got a nice big view of what's going on up here. So if we do have to go after the Greeks, we'd want to use non-ranged units because if we had to fight in these forests increase the defense against ranged units. So we'd want to pump out a bunch of, for example, elephants, which we do have access to somewhere. Because I built one. No, I got one automatically, or I built one over here. We do have elephants over here as well. I should really look into getting... I've got the problem where, like... Oh no! I'm ill. Everybody's dying. Okay, Assyria will offer peace, but only if we give them 82 money a year for 40 years. Now, that is a long time, but we're also pretty flush. So I'm going to do this because I think... And hey, look, I got an extra cognomen. An extra good one. I think getting... Getting them at peace and using them as a hammer against the Greeks is going to be more valuable. So, I think I need to get to this archive because I just feel like I'm not producing enough science fast enough to get all this other stuff. Now, sovereignty is another way to get science with constitution. Tyranny is going to be much better if you have a big military and you're planning to go to war, whereas constitution is much better as a peaceful empire. So that's also got to be on my list. But those are both tier 3 options. Rhetoric does give us bonus civics once we get a forum. So that's also on the list. The mongrel. Duke Titus notices a lame mongrel begging for scraps. He takes the creature into his care and nurses it back to health. From that point forward, the creature never leaves his side. It possesses a complete devotion, who turns to you for guidance on how best to raise the pup. Compassionate gives 2 nice bonuses. Strict means infantry units produced in a city as a governor are much better. I never see, like, it gives you the option to do cruel, but I think that's because they also get the bloodthirsty trait, which gives them a better bonus as a general, I guess. But either way, I think he's going to be used as a general, so increasing his stats is probably the right way to go. Because I have him studying tactics, right? Okay, this is our heir. He's 18. He looks like a rugged 30, but he's 18. So what's important about this is as a leader, he gives +2 vision range. I don't think that's to units. I think that's just to my cities. And ranged units are hidden in friendly or neutral trees. He's also going to get a bonus to his wisdom and his discipline. Or a zealot, as a leader, he gives +60 opinion for the leader's religion. And state religion cities can hurry production with training. Now that would be really good if we could get a state religion. But it also destroys his wisdom a little bit. And all units getting +1 fatigue limit is also good. Boy. And he becomes a really good general. Although this makes him a good general actually too, with the stun ability. Boy, I already have a tactician here. So she could be a general as well. This is a tricky one. It depends on how soon I want to go to war, and I have a bunch of expansion areas. I don't need to go to war soon. So I think getting the extra wisdom and discipline are more valuable for an heir. But if I had to, he's still a tactician. He can still serve as a general and be very good. Traders from the farthest south have arrived in Rome today, bringing with them an assortment of exquisitely carved ivory jewelry. It's not unknown to our lands, you say? Elephants, elephants, and elephants. Okay. It puts anything produced locally to shame, though. For an appropriate sum, the merchants will continue to supply you with enough of this carved ivory to meet the needs of a local elite. So we would get another luxury ivory. And honestly, with 1,000 gold that I'm sitting there, that's not bad to do. Yeah, I'm doing it. The reason that you have a war chest is for events like this. Generally speaking. Okay, so we finished a hamlet up here. And we have a garrison as well. I don't remember why I built this hamlet here. Because now I just realize it's like on the road to maybe fighting the Greeks. Okay. The other thing we should be using is our Chancellor to pacify cities if we have the ability. We don't have coinage yet. Oh my god, I need coinage too. That's also on the list. I could make cities, I could make families happier, though. What can we do with that? But I think we need money for the family gifts. Yeah, we don't have money for that. But we did need that hamlet, right? So, okay, I'm not against this. Oh, you know, I decided I was going to do more lumber mills here, as I recall. Where do I want to do that? Down here. Lumber mill. So the next time these guys get a citizen, which is going to be 1 year, I can use it to build a lumber mill, woodcutter specialist for that achievement. Over here, we finished a quarry. We're going to finish another quarry. And here, they finished that camp. So now we got to decide exactly what we're going to do. We could build a shrine of Venus, is what it's suggesting. I think you can only have one of each shrine. Right? So if I just go to a random tile, why is it I can't build any of the other shrines? Must be because I only have one of each. Shrine of Venus is bonus for adjacent pastures. Do we have any pastures in our land? I don't think so. We might... Game is not a pasture, it's a camp. Cattle will be a pasture. That's a camp. Sheep is a pasture. But like in an ideal situation, you put that next to 2 pastures. Shrine of Vesta. Oh, that's just a bonus for adjacent resources. That's why I put that there. So I could put a shrine here. But you know what? I'm okay. I'm okay not getting the perfect thing if it means that this city... starts getting, now I think it's a bad place for it, but it's okay if this city starts getting some more culture. That's the reason that you build those. Oh, I already attacked this turn. That's the reason that you build those shrines, for the most part, is for the bonus culture and the potential discontent if the religion likes you, right? Speaking of which... I now know my ally, I'm going to try to keep the Assyrians as my ally, and I'm going to, even though the, not the Persians, the Greeks. So I am going to try a foreign marriage with them to make them like us even more. Oh, but we're ill. And that makes it more likely to fail. So let's wait until we're not ill, I guess. Little mountain passes here. So I've got 2 extra orders. I could order these people here. Not the ambassador. This guy. No, I can't order him to do anything. Because I don't have the thing for this. I don't have the thing for that. Okay, we'll just end the year with the 2 extra orders. That's sometimes annoying, but it is what it is. Man, these guys don't give up. But he's given us plenty of XP. You get 10 XP every time you're attacked and don't die. You get 10 XP every time you attack. And you get 10 XP for killing a unit. So, good XP. The Oracle has been completed. You know what I missed? Oh man, if I've got orders left over and I have tons of training, I should absolutely be using those orders to promote units with that training. That's what I'm missing out. All right, nice. Prince Faustus got extra charisma, which was good because he was at negative charisma. So that's good. But he does have quite a bit of wisdom, good discipline, little courage. Oh, our ambassador died in office. It's a good thing I didn't send him on a mission, I guess. Everyone knows him as greedy. Are we still ill? We are still ill. Somehow, even though when you're ill... Okay, this isn't an either-or, I guess, right? You can sometimes just continue without getting severely ill or removing ill, I guess. That's weird, but it is what it is. We've got a small discontent in Hadrianopolis, which is going to be partially taken care of soon enough. Manual of Rhetoric. Where did I get that? Oh, it was a permanent bonus added to the city by an event, I think. As I advance in years... I'm 37. The court wishes to commission an official account of your life. Several scholars have been approached, and our ministers have freed your time to focus on this epic task. This biography could be how the ages remember you. If I'm a schemer, I could write it myself, which actually would be really good, apparently. But so it's important for posterity, or my remaining days will be spent ruling. Extra legitimacy is nice. I don't really need those orders. I'm running long on orders, so the extra culture in Rome seems good. We do need a new ambassador. Ooh, plus 30. Drusilla the Merchant is very good. Is that our... Yeah, that's our extra... Because of the extra charisma. That's good. Now, it's going to take him 20 years to get promoted in that position, but it is what it is. But actually, as an ambassador, you also get XP when you complete tasks, right? So if I send the ambassador to do something here, like influence... Oh, I'm influencing the ambassador. How does she feel about me anyway? Oh, 80. So if I influence her, although she's ill, then she'll perform her tasks more effectively because she'll get over 100. Nace has finally trained a worker. Excellent. Now this is the family seat of the Fabians. They got a militia when they founded, so they got no... Oh, the family seat is plus 25% extra. I can build a mine because miners give a bonus to training output, which will gel really well with the 25% bonus to training in the city. Now, this city finished a hamlet, and I think I want it to finish another hamlet if we have it in us. We don't, because we need to increase the culture level? No, it's developing. Oh, we have another hamlet up here? Oh, no! I put the hamlet in the wrong place! They're supposed to be near each other. Oh, boy. Can I, destroy the hamlet? Can I destroy it? No, I can't destroy it. It's suggesting that I try with all my excess stone to build a wonder somewhere. It would cost 3,000. I don't have 3,000. So that's not working. What else can we do in this city? Not much. I think we're kind of done building this for a little while, unless we want to build farms. Which, you know, farms aren't bad. Food will be sellable as a resource. It gives me income. And if the dude's not doing anything else, he might as well. I can get a farm triangle going over here. Farm, farm, farm would probably be the most efficient, even though this is only a temperate area. It's next to the river, so that helps. All right, we finished that. We got the Olifants. And Hadrianopolis here. Now, did we build a garrison here yet? If not, we'd absolutely should. And ideally, it's built up on a hill. Maybe it has to be attached to the capital. No, because this said I could build a garrison over there. Does it require flat territory? It requires urban, lush, temperate, or arid. This is temperate. So why can't I build... What does the garrison look like? It looks like that. Am I blind? Where the hell is it? Citadel, stronghold, garrison. Must be adjacent to 2 urban tiles. Huh. Or the main city. That's why. Okay, I forgot some of them require that. Can I build another urban tile here? Oh, man, I really want it up there. I could build a hamlet, right? Why wouldn't I be able to build a hamlet? I already have a hamlet here? No? Am I already working on one? I am already working on one. Cancel that one. Then I can build the hamlet here instead. And that will allow me to build a garrison up on this hill, which is a fantastic spot to have a garrison as it guards against attacks from the south. And I want that as soon as I can. So this guy instead can build a mine over here, because why the hell not? It's on a hill. Mines on hills. Just common sense. Well, we found the Greek capital. I still got way too much training to be upgrading my units with extra things instead of moving my scout around, I think. Alright, polytheism is 5 years away. He's extravagant. It's a weakness. There we go. Finally killed that guy. That would be a fantastic place for a quarry with the 4 mountain tiles adjacent to it. That would build a very good quarry. So we're going to try to get that soon. Now, this is over here. This area could probably use a hamlet. And I'm going to put it next to the city center. I think I can put a hamlet next to the city center. Go back to this view here. Yes. Because I'm a little bit concerned about how much. Oh, connected foreign cities, plus 15.5. Look at that. How many did I get connected? There we go. 2 Greek and 1 Persian. Now, which Persian? Is that Hephaestus? Hephaestus? I'm feeling if I connect to this city with a... If I have an extra worker, I should connect into the Persian network soon. He's got 1 building here. I could just build down to there. That's beautiful. That's happening soon. As long as I can remember. Oh, up here. I'm connected to this one because of the river. I didn't even notice they built way up there. All right. So the Greek area is getting slowly mapped. I want to map it out a little bit more. Eventually, you can build agents, networks inside these Greek cities so that you can see them, which is something that is... And the enemy can't do anything about this as far as I can tell, which makes sense, right? These are cities with tens, hundreds of thousands of people. You can blend a spy in and send reports back about what's going on there that's public knowledge, right? You won't know, what's being trained, but you'll know if there are... large military forces. Oh, no! No! Control Z. I'm forgetting to spend my freaking training. I had 9 orders. I could have upgraded every military unit I have. Damn it. Alright, well, maybe I'll get lucky. Wow. This requires that Queen Marcia is terrifying. Terrifying means... cruel, bloodthirsty, fierce, ruthless, or insane. And she is fierce. In a hallway at the palace late last night, the ambassador has proven a tough woman to track down. Beads of sweat dot her face as you pressure her into a personal alliance. Oh, this is the influence event. That's right. Your attempt at persuasion is going badly. Perhaps you should take a different tack and rely on your terrifying presence to bend her to your will. What? Terrified means plus 100 opinion. The conversation is yet salvageable. Means she could be influenced instead. I mean, here's the thing. Terrified of, I think, means more than just opinion plus 100, right? I think that is one of the effects, but there are many events that trigger off of terrified of, endeared by, etc., etc. And the good ones, like endeared to or in love with or whatever, those ones will trigger good events. Being terrified of, despite the fact that it's got a plus 100 on it, seems like it is likely to cause bad events in the future. Like, she might work against me because technically she's approving me, but in secret she doesn't. So influenced by is also good. But because we're regal, we can salvage it and get her to like us a little bit more without having to resort to the fear. A group of riders approaches led by an envoy of Queen Astarte of Carthage. So he extends an offer of truce. I'm okay with that. I was the one that started the damn thing. Because I couldn't even attack any of the Carthaginian areas. I needed navigation to do it. Okay. Titus. This is the guy we wanted to be a general. So he can be a zealot or a schemer. Well, I guess he's a general. Unit cannot die with more than 1 HP, which is a nice little bonus. Nicer than you'd think, too. I think I'm going to continue to expand this city's quarry network. Because if I remember correctly, didn't we put a governor in charge with a Delver trait? Yes, mines and quarries get bonus output, so we're going to keep expanding that. And then one of these guys, when they're freed, there's 2 of them over here. One of them is going to come connect into this network for extra money. Now these guys really just need to kind of sit over here. Well, one of them should come back to Rome as soon as possible. And they can be promoted. Now, it seems like they should have gotten more than just 20, but whatever. They already have Combat 1. We can get them Combat 2. Man, getting all the combats can be very valuable, because it's just bonus combat strength in every situation. They're not conditional. And then this guy is actually just going to sit there and probably also get promoted. So he's already Focus 1. If we could get Focus 2, that would be good. But he's a mainline sort of frontline unit, so Guard wouldn't be bad. If you could get Herbalist and Guard, I'd be in favor of that. Strike is just bonus attack. We don't have any Spearmen, so having a Horsebane unit wouldn't be bad, in case we go to war with an enemy that has horses. This is where it would be nice. We know Assyria has horses, but we're trying to stay on their good side. I'm going to say Guard. And here, instead I'm spending these 11, I'm going to cycle through my military units by hand here. And just promote them, because I have so much extra training. An elephant as a Horsebane is not bad. I'm going to do that. That'll be easy enough to remember. My only elephant unit is also a Horsebane. Bonus versus ranged units. Ooh. We're pretty sure that the next battle we're planning is going to be on this front. So having a ranger unit would be very good. And I think that's going to be it for him. Let's try to move the explorer a little more. I don't want to have too big a deficit in my training. Alright, so we'll end the year. We're slowly building a settler in Roma. It's taking forever. Our Chancellor has died in office. That's too bad. I actually have enough money to use a Chancellor, and I should be doing that. Our most prosperous neighborhoods have become a home to burgeoning intellectual movement. Many of the capital's most talented young figures emerge from this area, and we should take notice. We could get a court scholar. Ooh, that would give us some extra science. I am definitely in favor of that. There we go. Tiberius, the scientist. Oh, not a lot, but that's unfortunate. It's still some. Revenants? You find an apparition at the foot of your bed. When it does so, it speaks in the form and the voice of the departed King Romulus. Was it real? Next time I'll be prepared. Oh, I want to know what that does. I absolutely want to know what that does. We need a new Chancellor. Who is the best of the Chancellors? I would like one that gives us bonus growth, but it looks like none of the Chancellor candidates have good wisdom. Wisdom is hard to find here. This one seems to be the best that we can get. And she's just a random person, and let's see. As Chancellor, she doesn't get anything special as a judge. Okay. Now, hold up. There was something I was thinking about doing. Oh. I'm trying to remember. Did I already try to... I thought I tried to get a foreign marriage with the Assyrians, right? Oh, I kept holding off because she was ill. She's not ill anymore, so we're good. Now... This wouldn't be bad to build a road network to here. Just to, again, it's better to have extra... One of these, not... Is it landowners? No, it's a different... I've been playing around with some of the other factions, and one of them has worker units that can build roads faster. Why would you build a quarry there in the middle of nowhere? I guess it's technically the best place you could build it, but whatever. And do we have any hills that we could put a nice... Yes, we do, but we need a hamlet over here, basically, in order to do it. But the hamlet here would also help us get that. Oh, no. It would not. The garrison would. Let's put a hamlet right here. I can't get the hamlet? Am I building a hamlet? Ah, I'm doing it again. I need to use that hamlet elsewhere. I'm sorry. You're going to have to do something else. I think that means building a mine on this little hill. Alright, and over here, we'll build another quarry. We actually have a decent income of stone. We might be able to build a wonder sometime in the near future. But the other problem we're running into is we're missing a lot of basic things that we could be building out there. Specifically, an Odeon, amphitheater, and theater. So this has got to be on our list too. Oh boy. We just need more science. Straight up. Ooh, can't harvest the silver. It's too far away. Dang. Well, we're going to keep exploring up here. Ooh, we found the northernmost edge of the map, kind of. And this needs something to build. Bonus growth is probably good. But we're also kind of in the need of a festival here. Because our discontent is getting a little higher. Let's put bonus growth here, too. Now, this says control plus space is supposed to make them sentry, but I can't get that to work for some reason. Putting them all back to sleep. This one's going to stay over here because I have an anticipation that we have to go and clear out some stuff down here once we get navigation. So that's where he's staying for now. This guy can actually move to Rome and hang out there. I'm building up a little bit of training again before I use it all. We didn't actually give this guy any promotions. Let's do that. So he would probably be good as a ranger, but that's not an option. Herbalist is actually good for frontline units, because if they get damaged, they can come back and heal much faster. So let's go with that. Again, boy, I do not like this buildup on my border. I thought we were at peace. I'm trying to get even better relations with you here. Oh, I have extra luxuries. I didn't see that. I gotta use those. We have salt and ivory, which I don't think are gonna make either of my families happy. We are no longer mourning, which is good, I guess. We get a foreign marriage offer with the Assyrians. Wow. Super old dudes. Why? She's only 37. No, 53. Sorry. She was born in 37. She's only 53. A schemer, which gives bonus to our science output, or a tactician. Honestly, I want that extra science. Also, they're gay, which means we're not going to have any more kids, but we got enough. She's also 53. She's probably not having any more kids, regardless. It's a political marriage, you see. Citizens in the quarries near Nasus have uncovered a massive stone Goliath. Its size and style suggest a culture which your scholars are not yet familiar. We could put it on display or disassemble it and take the stone. We actually got a lot of stone. I'm going to take the free culture. That was pretty big. We're getting close to strong culture here. 22 years away. Alright, we got a lot of workers just finished their tasks. Okay, you, I was going to have go ahead and give us a road network connected to theirs. So we did finish a mine here, right? Yes. Putting a mine here. That's the next one. Because we've got mine. So that's a very good amount of iron output in addition to the gold from the gems and such. Speaking of which, we already got both of those. All right, let's assign our... All right. Of all the places, this one has the highest level with also the highest discontent. So let's go ahead and assign them. Double check these. Yeah, no salt. Gems is one of theirs, huh? Don't I have a gems? Let's find out. No. Then... Oh, gems is queued up. And that would make the Valerians... Wow, they already frickin' love me. Partly because the head of the family is in love with me, apparently. I need to do something about the Claudians, though. I think I'm going to use my Chancellor to give gifts to the Claudians so they're not upset anymore. Meanwhile, maybe I can also influence? No, I need money for that. Well, let's sell some extra something. There we go. So we'll do both of those to try to do a significant boost to the Claudians. What else we got? What else we got? We got the hamlet built over here, which means we should now be able to build. Oh, we can't put... because the worker's there. All right, well, you wait a turn, then. You wait your turn, sir. I can't grow that for quite a while. 8 years. So what is he going to do but until then? 5? What are you, crazy? This is a developing culture, so we should have another hamlet available. And we do, so let's go ahead and build it there. It's unfortunate that I built the hamlet up here. I should have built it back here somewhere, but that is our fertile river valley, so it is what it is. It's where we got all our food from. You just need to heal, I think. Alright, we're out of orders. You're out of order! We're about to complete this ambition, though. Luckily. 4 woodcutter specialists is taking longer than I'd hoped. I'm going to need to build more woodcutters somewhere. Gnosticism. Ooh, extra science and stuff. You know I like that. All right. We got 3 possible choices here. Navigation is, I think, the most valuable because we can go south and build another city in that direction. Administration, though, is that the one that leads to... Doctrine gives us a temple. Administration leads to rhetoric. And rhetoric leads to archive. Alright. And administration is going to be real fast. Let's take it. We're missing a lot of the early ones, and that's why these other things were taking so dang long. So I can go ahead and do a law, and specifically it has to be polytheism. All cities can build each shrine in every city. That's going to be huge for us. There's our ambition completed. So now we have a lot more options to help improve culture across our empire without having to deal with poets and theaters. So there's that. What else do we have? The increasing recognition of the city of Capua as the center of culture. There's been a movement from the elders to host a festival of archery. A decree was swiftly issued, stating that in Capua, no other sport shall be practiced. So we let the elders have their archery, which gives new range units bonus XP. Or we can give new infantry units a bonus XP, which is all infantry units, not just ranged units. Thing about Capua is ranged units are not particularly effective in the area unless we start cutting down all the trees. I think infantry units in general is a better choice in this particular instance. So the Pon Alias treasury overflows with gold. The city's leaders call for an immediate funding of key projects. Additional iron is not needed. I'll take the additional cash. The ancient statue we unearthed has been stolen. Send court spies to investigate. Well, I just got this money, but I think that's worth it. Let's find out. We have failed to maintain good relations with the Vandals. They have grown tired of our hollow promises and are ending their alliances with... Oh, no! I was planning to build a city on one of your spots. Now I have to go conquer you? I didn't realize this was possible. But I like that it is possible to lose a tribal alliance if you're not careful. So... I guess that means we need to build a military force to go take out... Wow, that is a lot of guys. Luckily, they're all ranged units. But still... Oh, I can build war elephants here. War elephants will flatten them. Yeah, let's build war elephants. Ha 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 ha. Alright. That having been said, let's take the war elephant that exists and move it over there. We're going to give it a general... You know, good stuff's going to happen. It's pretty much got to be all melee units that are doing this. This doesn't have a unit defending it. I should probably build one. This one can have a war elephant. And it can build chariots? I didn't know that. This is one of the only places that can do both. Let's do both. Meanwhile, let's send this guy over here. He's on the warpath. This guy's going to join him. You think you can just tell me no? This guy will stay here. This guy will come help us fight. Now, we should be able to build all these shrines everywhere. It'll be gorgeous. So we got to remember, which shrines are good for what? This is per adjacent resource. So is there any spot where 2 resources are next to each other? No. But we can go and expand our borders with it, can't we? It wants a Shrine of Vesta here, which is per adjacent resource, but there are no adjacent resources. So I do want to build a shrine of some kind right here. No, I wanted to build a garrison there. Crap. Back up. I don't need to expand my borders necessarily, but maybe I should expand my borders. Maybe right here. Now, what kind of shrine do we want to build here? Shrine of Mars. This means this is where you can place an infantry unit. If it's idle, it'll gain some free things. That's where I want to start, I think. Because it'll also give +2 culture per year for having Roman paganism in the area, which doesn't currently have. Which my cities don't have. Wow, my capital doesn't have Roman paganism? Well, I got to build a shrine there, I guess. I thought I had built one, but I guess not. This doesn't have Roman paganism either, so I think it should have that, but not until after it has a garrison. In the place that we had determined, up on that nice hill. Now that I remember that hills actually don't provide any defensive bonuses, I feel like a fool. I mean, the defensive bonus they give is that it's not considered open territory, so that it doesn't get hurt by... But then urban areas aren't considered flat, empty terrain either, so go figure. It's still a good spot for a garrison, but hills, yeah, that's it. Okay, so hills do give the benefit of the ranged units get an increased range when they're on a hill. So garrisons on a hill do make sense for that purpose. So I wasn't completely wrong. So you built the Shrine of Venus down here. Now what are you going to build? Maybe we could build something over here. The Shrine of Vesta. We had no orders. Okay, that's a problem. Now, I don't have a diplomat leader, and I'm not going to have a diplomat leader, which is unfortunate. Because I would like to make an alliance with the Assyrians, but you got to do what you got to do. Syria is at truce with the Vandals. So, Duchess Livy the Younger now has a cautious opinion of me. She's no longer hating me like she was before. Ah, I have gained an upgrade because I've gotten enough XP to do so. Affable. Bonus growth everywhere. I kind of like that one. Oh, this is even better. Much better. Bonus science. That's an extra 4. And then like 5, 6, 7, 8. That's huge. Look at that. We jumped from 39 to 55. Having just that little thing is huge. All right, workers, keep going. Ooh, we got 2 resources right here. We could have the Shrine of Vesta plus 10 per bonus resource adjacent. There we go. Now, outside of that, though, it still gives plus 2 per year. It doesn't just spread the Roman paganism, because the Roman paganism's already there. Meanwhile, here, we could build a Shrine of Vesta. Vulcan doesn't give any bonus culture, see? It just spreads the thing and gives bonus for additional adjacent mines. Does my capital have a worker right now? No, I moved my worker out of my capital to build roads, and then it went and did something else. I think it's over here. I need to get it back. All right, meanwhile, we need to put our units into position. Are the Assyrians at war with the Vandals? No. And the other thing I should do while I'm doing this is see if we can add generals in here. Here we go. Queso the Younger. Bonus strength if the same unit type is adjacent. Then let's do that. But let's go ahead and move our other units before we move him. This unit just doesn't have, I think we could give him a general, but yeah. Tiberius the scientist isn't doing anything else, so why doesn't he become a general? This guy is going to stay over here. I don't want to be blindsided by Assyria declaring war. They've got those military units on my border. They're making me nervous. I think they're coming through to attack the Vandals, and I'm doing the same thing, which means I need to get my ass over there. Honestly, let's continue moving with as much as we can. There we go. And this guy can continue exploring a little bit, and then it's the end of the year. Now, next year, we should have our units in position to declare war on the Vandals. If this guy moves, that would be great. Assyria? You didn't move. What a jerk. What a jerk. Greece is at truce with Persia. Tribal raid from a Scythian encampment near Massa. Where's that? Oh, that's down there, son of a gun. I get a free chariot. That's actually quite valuable, I think. And it comes next year. I think I'm going to do that. Even though I really do want both of these. The free chariot is hard to say no to. Because I'm in a bit of a military footing at the moment. Oh, we need a new governor here. And what we have here are a lot of groves and lumber mills. So is there anybody who can give us good stuff? Pathfinder gives bonuses to camps and nets, which I don't have any of. The Naturalist. Bonus to lumber mills and pastures. Well, hell yeah, that's the best guy for this. Ah, they did move after all. Okay, so we can now get adjacent to these Vandals. And now we're going to declare war on them. Break the peace. And I think I can declare war on the same turn. Yes, declare war! This is what you get for breaking our alliance, buddy. Surprise attack! And then we've got our settler just ready to go in as soon as we can capture this area. Because it looks like the Assyrians are also thinking about this same strategy. Now, I'm actually going to give this guy a promotion because I know there's another barbarian raid coming towards us here. And we also know they came with horse people last time. So let's go ahead and give this one Horsebane. And I wouldn't be disappointed with an extra military unit coming out of here. Missionaries from Persia have arrived. They want to spread Zoroastrianism. I say no. They become disappointed with me instead of endeared to me. No, I want to keep all my people the one religion. I think that's better for me right now. All right, we've connected into their trade network. Fantastic. And if we connect to here, we'll get even more. Now, we finished a mine there. We get a Shrine of Vesta next to a resource. Is not a bad idea. This is building a Shrine of Mars to increase our borders up there. Yeah, Shrine of Vesta's fine. Give us some bonus culture up here. We have no culture growth right now. So it seems pretty valuable to get some. Meanwhile, we built a hamlet. We could build a Shrine of Vulcan, which is just a bonus for adjacent mines, and a Shrine of Venus, which gives us some growth, and a bonus for adjacent pastures. Now, game is not a pasture. Those are camps. So if I built that other shrine, it would really just be a bonus for growth, which is not bad, per se. It would also help grow my borders. Let's put it over here, if I can afford it. Nope, I don't have the orders. Let's see. Hadrianopolis, this is the one that's exposed in the south there. A gardener would give us a luxury for lavender. That is a very good idea at the moment. And we did take away all their defenses, so maybe we should build a slinger here as well. Stick it right there in that nice hill fort that I've been building. Now, the other problem is the Vandals down here are at war with us as well, so we have to go to war with them, which means we need navigation as soon as we can. Oh, yeah. See, the Assyrians also went... Well, the Assyrians are attacking the Raiders, which do not abide by any alliances or anything. Well, they abide by an alliance, but not a truce, I think. Syria is now at war with the Scythians. Greece is at truce with the Scythians. Simon the Exotic has died. A court minister. Oh, well. Alright, now, we don't need a free worker. Rhetoric gets us epics and exploration. So this is extra culture per military unit killed. That's quite good. Exploration lets scouts move on water, which I've been kind of wanting to do, but navigation will let everyone work on water. So let's do that. I guess we'll help kill this guy. Ooh, we panicked. Can't get any closer, unfortunately. That's everybody. The reason I didn't bring any ranged units is because they're in trees, and ranged units are just not that effective. If I didn't already know that there was a barbarian movement coming up this way, I would probably move that slinger over just to benefit a little bit more from combined arms, but... Alright, so we have the two hamlets. What we need is Odeons and theaters adjacent to them to really culturally explode the city here, but we don't have that. So instead, we're going to have to build a Shrine of Venus somewhere to... Maybe up here to help expand... Wait, what's the one that's good for mines? This one? Yeah, let's build that. It'll... Oh, no! We won't take that. I was thinking we could steal the lavender. But nope, that's already in somebody's territory. What else can we build? Can we still not build a basic freaking... No, we can build a granary. Let's build a granary right here. Why wouldn't it have me build a granary? The granary is going to add 369 food. Building a farm actually adds 9.5. So I can see why they'd want me to build a farm, actually. But a granary is still the better option because of the growth, but also because we can put a farm here and we'll get another... another 3 from there. We can put another farm here and we'll get another 3 from there. So I think that's the right call. Besides, this is only temperate, right? Why is it? Oh, it is lush. That is lush, and that is temperate. Maybe I put the farm here and the granary down there, I guess. I have another worker here. So I built him... Ah, another mine, of course. This is a Shrine of Vesta. Bonus per year per adjacent resource, that's right. Now, this is the one I wanted to bring back to my capital and get some things done over there. And yet... I really need 4 woodcutter specialists. Miner. That gets me the gems I need. We can queue up a woodcutter specialist in any number of places. So we've got 2 brewing. We need 1 somewhere else. We could do it over here. Let's try and do it over there. Meanwhile, this guy has to come back to the capital and improve it in some way. Probably by putting a... a quarry over there. So we built a farm here. We could build another farm nearby. It wants me to build a farm over there. No, I want to build a farm here. Thank you very much. Well, that's 8. Why is that 8? Lush fresh water. Isn't this also lush and fresh water? No, it's temperate. It looks lush. Okay. Okay, build a nice farm over here. It is what it is. Here, I was going to build something. A shrine? We're going to cut down trees anyway. And clear the land, that's our last 2 orders. Alright. Continue this push into Vandal territory. She's 57. She could be dying soon. We got to complete the stupid woodcutter thing. Nice of the Assyrians to help me clear these out. What's this? Greek Byrene got all the way over here somehow. Nice. Bonus courage. Sudden arrival of envoys from Greece causes disorder. The ruler demands we take up arms against our ally, the Persians. Heck no, Greece. An odd thing happened at the conclusion of the festival of the city of Nasus. Your people and those who attended from the neighboring lands... Man, I hate when that happens. There we go. Did not want the good times to end. And for more than a week after, street vendors remained, and the entire city continued to maintain a festive atmosphere. During that time, you had the opportunity to wander the streets, disguised, of course, so as not to draw any undue attention. You got the opportunity to meet many people in person and see what foreigners truly thought about your fair city. The people of the Scythians impressed you, particularly Olkavas the Scythian, a skilled mercenary, and Penthesia, a merchant of some renown. After speaking with King Agar about the matter, you've convinced him to agree to allow one of them to enter our service. This is because the Scythians are at peace. Basically. Truce or peace, I guess, is how that's supposed to be written. And we finished a festival. So, we can add a court soldier or a court merchant. Or we can forget the people. Let's acquire those spices. Ooh! I like getting spices. Let's take them. So, now we're back with this, and these guys don't get route, I don't think. No. But what we're going to do is move this guy here and this guy here, because he's going to get a bonus for being adjacent. I believe, right? Isn't this the one? No, this is the guy that gets the bonus for being adjacent, the commander. 20% bonus if the same unit adjacent, but we'll kill both of these. Oh, did he just get a critical strike and kill him in one shot? Holy moly. Okay, I'll take it. Why can't we get there? We can get there, yes, if we force move. Can't sneak past the other thing there, though. Alright, well, that's going well. Alright, theoretically we've connected up even more of the Persian trade network now. Well, except that it's not connected to their main city here. Well, we have connected to Carthago and Corrales, and maybe that connects to more. We'll have to find out. On the next episode of What Do We Do Next? Ah, yes, that's a good spot for a quarry. One of the other reasons I actually built this area, I wanted this city, is because of the quarry. Against the mountains there. I was thinking a Shrine of Venus can go here. It'll extend my borders a little bit to make a better naval route in the future. There's the chariot we ordered. Bring it thusly. And we can even give that chariot a little promotion with an order. Swift would be good on a chariot, but tough is even better, I think. We could give them one promotion, too. Brave is a bonus versus melee units. We've already given them the bonus versus mountain units. If we get a 1 versus infantry, that would be good. Oh, bonus from hill. Highlander's a good thing to put on your ranged units. Let's go with that. End of the year. And continue to theoretically work towards... Nice. They had a rout. Our poor elephants have to pull back and heal up a little bit, I think. One of our scribes has returned from Greece talking about the practice of Judaism. Send the scribe back to learn more about their ways. No, we don't care about Judaism's. We're going to go with the shrine option today. All right, go here and heal. Meanwhile, this guy gets to ignore Zoc so he can come in behind. And we want him to finish the kill because he has the rout ability, which means he should get another attack right after. Yes. And this guy can actually get around now that we've cleared out the Zoc. Perfect. I think the combat in this is very clever. There's our garrison. We've been waiting a long time to get that. Now we can assign a general, or a governor here. The carpenter, new siege and ship units bonus. Nah. Affable means as a governor, bonus growth. I like that. Prosperous means as governor, bonus money. Let's take the bonus growth. And we finished a shrine here. We have a shrine of Venus as a bonus versus for adjacent pastures. We actually do not have a pasture here, do we? We could put it over here. There's a pasture right there. Right? Yeah, it gives bonus growth and bonus food for being adjacent to the pasture. You want to go to worship, you got to cross the lake. Now, I still don't know what to do with this guy. I guess assisting in the production of quarries. Seems like a good idea. We built our farm. We don't have a lot of orders now, but we could chop down the trees a couple of times and end of the year. We're building a settler somewhere, right? Oh, we already built a settler. Navigation means that we're going to need to build a lot of biremes from here. That's where we're going to need a lot more wood production. There! We knew they were coming! We heard it! Prophesied! Alright. That all happened. Our husband died again? Man, we just keep marrying husbands and they keep dying and it gives us XP. The legacy of King Romulus the Peacemaker still resonates through the Roman world. His name is used as an example of ideal rule. How does the queen live up to such a great legacy? I will prove myself in battle. 5 elder specialists. Oh god, that's impossible. And she's really old, so I have to do this probably within about 25 to 30 years. And actually, if you fail an ambition, you lose legitimacy, so I'm just going to take the XP. Here we get our rout. If you finish off an opponent with a cavalry-type unit, then they have rout, and you can attack again. There we go. One more to go. We got him. Heck, we can force him off the tile, I think, with panic. And claim the city zone? No, not if he's in a... Okay, he can't force him off a tile if he's in a city center, I guess. Wow, we got a lot of workers available right now. This suggests the Shrine of Mars goes here. I don't think so. I don't think that's where that goes. I think instead we're going to go here and build a granary. Here we build a farm, I guess, for want of a better option. Here it wants a hamlet. I mean, it's not an awful place for a hamlet. Oh, it'll expand and give us the horses, too. That's why that's a good place for a hamlet. So here we have that. We were planning to build a bit of a forested thing here, but we can't really unless we build a garrison up in this direction. That's not awful. And then we'll build a lumber mill to try to get those sweet, sweet lumber things. Actually, we could build a lumber mill over here. Leave those two and just put a couple lumber mills right there. They're not on, you know, rivers or anything, but it is what it is. So next turn we should be able to found a city here. And then I kind of want to beeline for citizenship as fast as I can. Spearman is good, and then I want divine rule so I can make my pagan religion actually, you know, a thing. Oh, I forgot to attack with them. That was a mistake. The Fountainhead. We've built so many improvements. And she's no longer ill. Huzzah. Okay, free Byreme is actually going to be very valuable to us. Because, and now I don't know where it's going to build that Byreme is the thing. It can't really build in the capital. If it builds it over here, I'm going to be very disappointed. I think it's going to build it in the ocean. That's only 3. Where's my good general? Oh, the general must have died. Dang. That's only 2. This is at least 4. 4. And unfortunately, not enough. Look at that. We got to wait another turn. What do we got here? Messenger from Assyria with an intriguing offer. Queen Nekia, the beloved of Assyria, finds herself with a strong military but shortage of resources. And as the message suggests, perhaps we can both benefit from the situation. I can acquire the services of a powerful battering ram, a rare sight outside the forces of Assyria. That must be a Syrian special unit. Of course, if you refuse, I'll need to find some other use for my excess forces, and they may end up in Roma regardless. I think I will. I have extra iron and extra wood. Not a lot extra, but enough. And hey, I'll take a battering ram. Those are hard to get until much later in the game. We should clarify our stance on economic systems. Do we support the policies of colonies abroad or serfdom at home? So, colonies... Let's see, where's colonies? Colonies let you buy tiles. And even though it costs a little bit of training each turn, buying tiles is really valuable! I do it all the time. Serfdom gives you an extra 5 orders per year. And honestly, if it didn't come with that unhappiness penalty, I'd really like to do it. But, colonies is just so good. I just like it a lot. We've received a letter from Nonus the Zealot. In it, he asks if you feel the same way... Oh, he's in love with me. Sure. I can either gain discipline or, you know, have a lover. Sure. The assembled audiences watch in tense silence as General Tiberius the scientist leads an impressive riposte to my speech, doggedly claiming that the crown has been lax in training specialist workers, falling behind our neighbors in productivity and harvesting of resources. He builds his argument in an impressive crescendo. You spot a smile tugging at his mouth, but it is the pride before the fall. You are not finished yet. A public commitment to action would silence this upstart orator and his supporters. What is your reply? We are an orator, so we can say field 8 generals, maintain 8 governors, or he's got an idea. I think 8 governors is more possible than 8 generals, to be honest. It seems like it's much easier to have governors than generals. Like, if we click on this guy and say add general, there's only one candidate that doesn't already have a job. I'd have to pull them off with other jobs, but I'm pretty sure generals are easier. Besides, how many territories do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So when we found this other city, we'll have 8. We just need a governor in every city. And I think that's possible. attacked already this turn. Well, it is what it is then. And we could get some food over here. It's unfortunately an arid place, but sorghum is growing here for some reason. Does sorghum normally grow in arid locations? Is that a thing? Now, here is exactly why buying tiles is so nice. I spend a little bit of money, and I can now build an iron mine in an ideal location because, holy moly, it is surrounded by other iron mines, and it's on a hill. But I can't build it right now. Why can't I build it? Oh, he spent the turn buying the tile. He's on cooldown. All right. Now, Rome could use another iron mine. Iron, you think, I don't need that much iron. Look how much I got here. But, now the other thing that he, actually, hang on. What do we have for wonders that are available right now? So the pyramids are available. Requires arid or sand. We have arid. It'll be 4 culture and 1 extra order per year and 2 victory points. That's pretty good. And we could build it straight up. The Great Ziggurat we could also build straight up. It's a holy city. We can't do that. Ishtar Gate is even more culture and growth. And it needs to be adjacent to the city center. The lighthouse needs to be in coastal water. Do we have a developing culture on the coast? Not yet. And geez, I better actually attack them, so I don't forget again. Bring these guys over, too, to help. So there's no developing culture possible. What is that lighthouse, though? What does it do? Spreads borders, cannot be replaced. 2 victory points. Nets 100% output. It's okay. This requires strong culture, which I think Capua is the only place that... So we could do one of these 3. Ooh, you know what? Requires adjacent to city center. I could do it. I want that. I want that so bad. I'm going to do it with this guy next. But for now, let's go ahead and build another quarry over here. Oh, it's outside my territory. I've got to buy it. Next turn. Alrighty. Now we're back over here and nothing can be done. So we skip him. Hide in there for now. Oh, there's my free battering ram. And it's a mercenary battering ram. So what's the special thing about that? Bonus 50% strength into urban. And it's 6 strength to begin with. 6 is very good. So if you're attacking something in an urban area, it's just much stronger. Now, minus 50% road cost. I assume that means in lieu of the 33% road reduction. It moves much faster on road because it is very slow when it's not on road. Build roads to get your battering ram to places. It's got an assault, so it's like a double. It's got siege, bonus 50% into urban, and it's got bonus 50% into urban here. So that's real good. All right, I'm sold. This thing's amazing. That was a good trade, and I'm happy to be part of it. I can even promote it. Let's see. The one that made it swift would be great, but none of these. From urban is not terrible. Bonus double damage every once in a while. I'll take it. Ah, bonus versus ranged units. They will try to shoot this while it's attacking. I think a 10% bonus versus ranged units is very good, because that bonus boosts the defense as well. This guy, still exploring. And there's another reason to explore. You keep finding and gaining legitimacy. Now we got to choose production in Roma. Another very good stone cutter. More of these guys is great because it does boost my... Every specialist is bonus science. But we are at level 2 discontent. So let's have a festival first. And then we'll get a bonus to something. Maybe iron. Food is okay, but growth is good. Yeah, let's do growth. Royal Specialist is a bonus 1 per year. Oh, this guy can keep going. All right, well, keep going. Oh, out of orders. There we are. So now we're going to get the free Byreme in a couple years. which means not really free, doesn't it? And unfortunately, every time these stupid barbarians attack my city, it gets plus 10 discontent. That's the biggest pain there. No, they killed my worker! I didn't see there were more. I should have moved the worker out of there. News arrives from Greece that somebody died. Happens every day. I don't really care. Wow, she's got 166. She's the governor of Roma. Okay. Y'all need to finish this. Crumbling prison stands in the Vandal settlement. Scores of soldiers and citizens from Rome have been languishing for years, most believed dead by their loved ones. Their release calls for celebration. Bonus citizen in the closest city, or gain a warrior if we put them in the front. No, we'll take the free citizen, actually. Odd. Yeah, this is probably the right spot. Now, what kind of city did we want to start here? We've got 3 patron cities. We've got 2 landowner cities, and we've got 2 of those. This is a landowner. I think we were going to have a landowner city here and make this benefit from specialists. We build a worker here. We need to build a new worker down here because we got ours killed. Now, I know this is a horsebane. We can do 10 HP by forcing this fight here. There we go. Alright, everybody else, meanwhile, needs to heal up or attack that guy. The last Vandal in this stretch of the world. And this guy's done, so he's the one that I wanted to build a very good wonder. It had to be adjacent to the city center, as I recall. Damn, I don't have a good spot for it except this one here. The museum, which we can do for the low, low price of 76 gold. Let's make it happen. It adds plus 50% of the output here. Now, what was the reason I wanted to put it up here? Oh, because this is the only strong cultural area I have, but... yeah, Capua. Unfortunately, Roma is the greatest science area in the world, but I can add other things here. I'm gonna do it. Museum. Bonus, huge amounts of bonus culture. And every time I build a what was it? 50%, right? Yes. So every time I build a specialist, it's going to be a bonus of 1.5 per year. And I do have a plan to build a lot of these woodcutters, and they're right now getting built up. So that'll be good. Growth in that city is actually going to be very important if I want to make a lot of science out of it. So any way I can use to increase growth, which is these here? No, it's the farms that I need to build farmers on. That's happening next after I finish this stupid woodcutter thing. Don't I have a woodcutter queued up over here? I was planning on it if I could. There. And now that means one fewer woodcutter over here. Instead, I can build a scientist, or a farmer for more growth. It's only one growth, but you know what? It adds up. That's like 10% boost to the growth. All right, now all that having been figured out, next, maybe a mine here wouldn't be out of the question. Shrine of Vulcan. What other shrines are available in this area? That's what I want to know. None, huh? We built them all. Oh, it's next to another shrine site. Okay. What about now? Shrine of Vulcan is the only one. And it's going to cost me stone. Wow, because I used all the stone. Okay. No. How about no, Scott? Food isn't really necessary here right now. Ah, camp. Why am I not thinking about the camp? We gained that. We might as well use it. There's some free growth. Growth is good. Ah, here, quarry. We do have a good income on stone, but you got to keep up with that constant stream of upkeep. Oh, man. I wish it would remind... It does remind you. I just haven't been looking at the reminder area. Alright. So, Doctrine is not on our list. All cities minus... Yeah, that's not it. Orthodoxy is probably where we're going to go with the way that we've been playing. Now, an Odeon is very useful. It would help us catch up right now. But a barracks is also nice for the extra everything. All right, Odeon is fast. Let's get it. Now that we can buy tiles, that does give us an opportunity. Ooh, a stronghold. So let's buy this tile. And we can get another quarry. Ah, yes, we bought this tile in order specifically to build the mine there, and it's going to be very good. Now, we push this guy out of the forest. Oh, kill him. Never mind. Let's just kill him. Why would we bother pushing him anywhere? Okay, that's a thing. We got no worker working here for a while, unfortunately. And we got to make sure this city is well defended, so we'll kill this guy. There we go. Axemen. We've got to get Axemen sometime soon. We're missing out on that. So, can this guy buy a tile? He can. I'm going to use him to buy a tile. And we're going to defend this city with just one of these generic guys for now. And the rest are going to go fight the barbarians to the south, the Vandals in the south. And I don't know if this is going to be valuable. Attacking into urban tiles. It will be valuable. Let's bring it over here and get it ready. This one could get a free promotion to get guard, bonus damage, bloodthirsty. Bonus strength if damaged. Bonus strength versus damage. Okay. We could take 25. It'll help us a little bit, but man, it wouldn't help us later with this unit. But let's take it now. You're just going chill. Maybe add a general. This guy is a zealot. You can also serve as chancellor, but let's go ahead and add him here. Unit cannot die. Bonus 25%. No, I want to add him to a melee unit, I think, if possible. But they already attacked, so they can't. So you are just going to chill. And this one's going to come join us. Don't want to waste those orders for sure. And we could even increase... Ooh, bonus to healing. What else the things does he have? Focus and guard. With guard, I think he's 5.2. This makes him 5.8. I'm going to back off on that. Instead, I'm going to go with herbalist. Because now he can heal 9 from the heal action instead of 5. That's a pretty huge boost. Trying to stay on the hill so we get the maximum view distance here. Ah, there's our Byreme. Excellent. This city actually has to build more of those. Pretty much to the exclusion of everything else, which is unfortunate. And I can't hurry production because the blasted guys... What is this? This is just a worker. Well, he's coming at the end, I guess. The free biome is valuable because I just don't have anything that can build on the coast yet, except these 2 cities that are relatively new that need a bunch of other stuff first. Raid from... Again, another raid from the Vandal encampment over here now. So a raid's coming from this direction. There's the Scythians. Okay, so the raid came from the Scythians before. What we do is use this ship to anchor here and let units cross over and take this city soon. And that city could be what type? Maybe a Fabian city, but I don't think I want it to be Fabian. I think a patron would be better. But patrons have 3 cities. 3 cities. Fabians only have 2. They're going to dislike it pretty heavily. Boy, do I keep forgetting about my luxury resources, do I? So, we finally got gems. We can give that to the Valerians and keep them happy basically forever. They're now super duper happy. Who wanted pearls? Nobody in my empire cares about pearls. Meanwhile, Hadrianopolis is the one that needs the spices. Sure, why not? Now, what else could use it? Massa. Now, what's else? Should have been doing this a long time ago. Maybe this one, but it's only a level 1 city. Or level 1 unhappiness. Let's do it, though. I feel like every city is going to get 1. Yes, every city is going to get 1 luxury resource to lower discontent and provide a little bit of extra culture growth. This city didn't have any culture growth, and now it's already starting. Nice. It is connected to the capital, but it needs its worker. A wave of refugees from Greece. Apparently the city's reputation as a beacon of hope has spread beyond our borders. We gain a farmer and a trapper? I will take the discontent with that. That is nice. Here, we could build a mine for 10 or a quarry for 12. Oh, the Delver Governor is what's good there. Let's do that. Let's continue to make everything adjacent to a mountain. We can build mines here and here eventually, but... Get more sorghum! More growth! Wahahaha. All the cities with citizens in the green areas, there's so much more that they could be doing. That's a bunch of extra science for us that's being sent out there. There's extra money because we have the freedom. There's extra civics. Like, we're missing out on a lot of potential because we haven't been... An apprentice specialist is going to get bonus science too, so I definitely want that. Now let's keep looking around. See what has too many citizens here. That has 2, 4. So this one has a lot of growth, and we need to actually do something with it. Woodcutter specialist. We know we need that, don't we? A miner specialist. Growth in... Oh, yeah, that's right. These are acolytes. That's the benefit of shrines, is you can get those kinds of things. And they're basically the same. The patrons love specialists, so they get extra culture. This has 4 citizens that we need to turn into things, too. Yeah, all of these guys. All of these shrines are giving me extra science. Maybe another one, and extra culture. Now here, Stonecutter is extra civics, which I can't say no to. Wow, 28 is actually really fast civics. Holy moly. The quarries give us a lot of civics, but we'll get even more. And then we'll do things like festivals in like 3 years, a treasury. beautiful. We built this city on civics. Alright, see, I keep forgetting to look at this. There are governors we can place here. Ah, he's extravagant, which means he loses some money as a result. But our money's doing okay. But it's minus a percentage. Ugh. She can go anywhere. I gotta be careful. The reason that these ones are available is because they're the family, right? The family members are the only ones that can be chosen for governor. So I can't have a Fabian family member govern this. But my scholars can govern anywhere. So because the other family's not too good options, we're going to go ahead and do that. We now have 6 of the 8 governors we need, which really raises the question, this is the only other one we need to get a garrison at, in addition to our brand new one here. So, where's that worker? Let's bring him closer to the front, because I need that ambition. Meanwhile, over here, I built the hamlet. Here we can buy the tile, cut the trees down, and build another farm. The hamlet will then benefit from all 3 of these farms here. And all those farms are all on the river. It's beautiful. Beautiful little farm country over here. Let's look at the yields. Let's take a look at the yields. This guy's going to definitely heal. And yeah, let's go little lumber mill here. Every city can help a little bit somewhere. Ah, now we can get a camp over here, except we do not have... There we go. I paid a little bit of money, or a little bit of training in order to get an extra order that year. I'm really just waiting for her to die. She's 64. I don't want to spend the resources to get another spouse. Though I guess we could make somebody happy by doing that, right? Maybe we get a family happiness boost. Claudians. Okay, pacifying cities is good. Rhetoric is also good. Gives us the exploration stuff. Free settler. Ooh. A free settler. It only takes a year. I was going to build a settler. Now Rome can focus on other things. He's the governor, and that would be good. Now this is Marcus. Marcus is not the one directly in line for the throne. Ooh, intelligent. Yes. I feel like we're just behind on everything. We could build the pyramids here too, huh? Yeah, I guess we should. But, like, not here. That's adjacent to a mountain tile. I'll build it here. Screw it. Let's get more wonders. We're going to win this game on victory points, baby. We're about to jump to 18 when we finish those 2 wonders. Our cities are getting a lot of bonus culture right now. That is a granary. Yes, yes. So if I do this, we get plus 40 trees, is what it says. But it only went up by 60. Ooh. I gotta report that as a bug. Alright, anyway, this seems like a good time to end our game here for the day. I think we're gonna try to be back Monday night around 7. Tomorrow night around 7. No, tomorrow's Labor Day. Maybe do Tuesday night around 5. That seems like the right call. Have a good one, everybody. We will catch you later.